Hey there, Hofstra. My name is Lindsey Ryan, and welcome to our show. Today we're going to talk about something we often overlook, yet it remains in popular culture, especially in scenes in TVs and movies with the rowdy classroom. I speak, of course, of the ever-elusive paper airplanes. Some of you with deprived childhoods may not know what a paper airplane is. Well, it's simple. A paper airplane is a simple piece of paper folded into different sizes and shapes and made into form an airplane. Here to discuss these paper planes, we have live in our studio our paper plane enthusiast, Joe Darcy. Welcome to our show. Here to discuss these paper planes, we have live in our studio our paper airplane enthusiast, Joe Darcy. Welcome to our show, Joe.
It's good to be here.
So, Joe, do you remember making your first airplane?
It was probably about in 3rd grade when I'd recently gotten into a fight with one of my friends over something stupid on the playground, most likely. My older cousin David, who's about 5 years older than I am, he had taught me how to build a paper airplane recently. So I decided I was going to throw it at his head. And I missed.
All right.
But it was close enough that he got the message.
There we go. Kill two birds with one stone then, right?
Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite type of paper airplane?
I'm personally a fan of the classic just because it's very easy to build and to also throw it, you know. Not a lot of wasted time.
So tell me, can you describe your most successful flight?
It was probably in high school. We had a study hall. I was bored, so I decided to build one, and I built it, and I threw it, and I managed to get all the way across the room and do a little flip right at the end when it fell to the ground.
A flip, that's a nice ending touch on that.
It was.
Are you excited for our next segment?
I'm definitely very excited for the next segment. All right.
All right, great. So we'll be right back after we ask the Hofstra community which paper airplane design is superior.
So they asked me which of these 3 model airplanes I think is the best. And since I'm a traditional guy, I think I like the traditional one the best.
I believe that the Dart is going to sail the best because I think because of the pointed end, it'll go smoother through the air.
Out of the traditional airplane, the Dart or the Nakamura, I think that the Dart will fly furthest and fastest because of the pointy top. Just looks like it has more of a mission to go to.
I think the Nakamura will fly better because it can float better, maybe.
The Nakamura will fly the best because it's flatter and more like, able to glide like paper.
This one's going to fly best because I don't think it's going to land too quickly, whereas even though Dart has better aerodynamics, I think it's going to fall too fast. And traditional just doesn't look like it's going to fly well at all.
Thanks, guys, and we're back in the studio with our guest, Joe. Now, in a different change of pace, we're going to make some paper airplanes right here in the studio. We're going to do the Dart plane, which is similar to the traditional. Starts out with same process. We're going to fold the paper in half, smooth it out, and again, same process over again. We're going to fold in these corners, making sure that the top is really pointy so we get that speed when we're throwing them. Okay. Then we're going to fold in towards the center crease, making sure that top stays nice and pointed, and sliding along the edges, like so, and doing the same to the opposite side. Really keeping everything nice and sharp. Since this one's the Dart, it should really be nice and slammed down because it's going to be folded a little bit more than the last. So then we're going to fold it up, just like we did with the last, but rather than in the traditional where we just folded the side down close like that, it's going to be a bit more on a diagonal. I'm sorry, it's going to all come down rather than like the original. And all the way through to the top of the plane, it's nice and folded. And then the same on the other side, taking the wing, folding it down all the way through the tip of the plane, keeping it nice and tight, like so. And there we go, we have the Dart, which is a little bit tighter than the traditional, if you could. Okay, everyone, while we finish up, let's go to our friend analyst, Robbie Dolen, and his team to see the field test results on our paper airplane designs.
Thanks, Lindsay. Hey there, Hofstra. My name is Robbie, and we're here today in the Student Center to test our very own paper airplanes. Here we have 3 designs of paper airplanes, and we're going to be here to test out air time, how long it stays in the air, distance, how far it flies, weight, how much it weighs, the construction, how difficult it is to replicate, and design, how feasible it is to be a perfect flyer. So, turn off your cell phones, put your trays in the upright position, because we're going to take off. Here's our test for the traditional. Okay, this is our test for the Nakamura. Okay, pretty weird. Here's our test for the Dart. That's pretty good. Now that was a lot of fun. After all that flying and testing, my team have assessed that the best design was the Dart. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you back in the studio.
Thanks, Robbie. And here we are, our grand finale, our in-studio test flight. So, Joe, after seeing Robbie's field results, are you having any second thoughts about the design you chose? Nah. Well, let's test the belt. You're the guest, so you could go first. Ooh. Stiff competition. So now for the Dart. Let's see if I could beat the plane enthusiast himself. That was a tough call. Well, guys, that's it for our show today. If you have any spare paper in a few minutes, you too can make some truly radical airplanes. And when it comes to design, the sky's the limit. I'm Lindsey Ryan, and have a great day.